They basically let it sit around for a while, and it oxidizes fully, and so you get a very different flavor before you prepare it and whatever. An interesting tidbit: there are two major reasons why the English drink primarily black tea instead of green tea, like the Chinese, who drink a lot more green tea than they do black tea. The first reason, though, is probably more interesting, and that's they would buy green tea in China, and then I know your video, and then they'd store it on their ships, but over the course of the trip back from China, the green tea would all oxidize anyways, because it's humid in the ships, and so no matter that they'd bought green tea in China, when they got back to England, it was black tea anyways. So that's just a story you can tell your friends if you want to seem cool.
You're telling all of YouTube right now.
Am I?
Uh-huh.
Great. Anyways, so oolong teas are somewhere in the middle. They're not fully oxidized, but they're oxidized partly. And that's a very wide spectrum of flavors. So some oolongs are going to be much stronger, much closer to black teas, and some oolongs are going to be much lighter, much more fragrant, closer to green teas.
How about Moli Hua Cha?
Moli Hua Cha does not enter the equation.
Oh yeah?
So you know Moli Hua Cha was invented to trick Northerners who didn't know good tea from bad tea into buying the worst stuff. So they don't drink a lot of tea in North China, or they don't drink as much tea, traditionally at least, because it's a lot drier and you don't have as much water to spare boiling it to make tea. The tea merchants from Fujian recognized this, and so they wanted to sell the worst tea stuff to the north for the best prices.
Those tricky southerners.
And what they did is, because the really, really bad stuff, it's easy to tell that it's so bad. So they laced it with jasmine.
And created my favorite kind of tea in the process.
And the jasmine masks how bad the tea actually is.
I just love hearing you tell this story.
And because,
I've heard this a couple times already.
And because Alfred has no taste, that's what he prefers.